we could just go like straight. And like, I mean, Glorfindel is always a really solid call. I forgot to look up what the difficulty of this was on. So the thing in the depths is a 5/4. So not too challenging. And so at a 5/4, let's try and have a little bit of fun. I wonder if the 5/4 is more just once you understand the trick, you can do it. The thing in the depths, immune to player card effects, cannot be engaged. Can Dune here attack it? Right, so the thing in the depths is immune to player card effects. Is Dune here attacking enemies in the staging area a player card effect? I don't think it is. I think that's unique to Dune here. Am I crazy at that point? Or because that could be kind of fun, but also could be completely invalidated if it's not legal. It's the only thing that's kind of like giving me pause. Hey, Walt, good to catch the live stream again. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Happy to have you here. Yeah, the only thing that's kind of giving me pause here is that he has a dash for defense, which probably means that it's not meant to be interacted with. Instead of like a 0, it's a dash. And so that's my main concern there. If someone says that it's okay, we'll go that way, but we'll probably avoid that. Dune here straight up cannot use his ability to attack enemies who are immune to player card effects because it says Dune here can target enemies in the staging area, but enemies that are immune cannot be targeted. Gotcha. Bummer. Cool. Thank you. It feels like the Dune here's ability is targeting himself, not is affecting himself, but that makes sense. It was awesome. I was like, oh, well, let's just pack this thing up and go home. I kind of want to go Rohan, go Theoden. I've never tried like Rohan, and so like I kind of leaning into the Rohan deck. I don't think I've ever really tried that. So if we go like Theoden, I know we have a pretty sweet Rohan. Oh, Aylmer, right? Yeah. We can go Theoden, multiverse this thing. Let's go. Go Aylmer. After a character leaves play, Aylmer gets +2 until the end of the round. You know what? Let's try it. You know what? We're locking in here. I want to try some Rohans. Rohirrim. So Theoden is a 12 cost hero. Pretty expensive there. 2 willpower, 3/2. Sentinel, reduce the cost of the first Rohan ally you play from your hand each round by 1. Oh yeah, it also says in the FAQ that there are no effects that cause a character to attack an enemy in the staging area, even if that enemy is immune to play. Okay. Oh, okay. So Dune here just can't do anything. I guess that thematically makes a lot of sense. He's like jumping into the water and like taking so. I mean, like, I wouldn't put it past him. Like, I feel like he could do it, but oh, jeez, that's funny. Let's grab a Aylmer, who's a 10 cost. So right now we're already at 22. I probably want to lean a little bit more into some high willpower stuff, just in case we need to run real quick. Erkenbrand. While he's defending, deal 1 damage to cancel a shadow effect. I don't think we really have. After this attack, makes an attack against the defending player. Ew. There's a lot of shadow effects. Oh my gosh, they all have shadow effects. Well, not these guys, but Erkenbrand. While he's defending, he gains deal 1 damage to cancel a shadow effect that was just triggered. What's in there? What's green? Looking for Grima. Grima. Let's try Grima. So lower the cost of the next card you play from your hand this round by 1. That card gains doomed 1. And let's see how. Also, I just want to say I bought a set of color dot stickers inspired by you. Nice. That's awesome. That's fun. Yeah. No, I love them. They're so much fun. So now we have Grima and Theoden to just really reduce the cost of a significant number of allies. Let's grab keys. What are they called? Keys of Off. And let's look for some Rohan stuff. I don't think there's really anything in basic that is great for Rohan. Blue, red, green. Okay, cool. So I think we're just gonna start out by just grabbing a ton of Rohan characters, our allies. So dwarf. We got the horseback archer. It's a tough ally. Westfold outrider. Discard it to choose an enemy not engaged with you. Engage the chosen enemy. It's a 2 cost. It's a 2 cost to attack. So I like those stats. I don't know how frequently we'll be using that ability. But being able to just drop him for 1 cost feels pretty good. Again, we're reducing the cost with Theoden. We got Westfold. Let's go ahead. We're just gonna grab all of the Rohan allies and then see what happens. Westfold outrider. We got Gulaf. There's at least 1 Rohan. Lower the cost to play him by 1. There's at least 1 Gondor here I want to play. He gains Sentinel. Sure. We'll grab 2 of him. Gosh, Glorfindel's so good. I just saw him again. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so good. Looking for 3 cost red. With all these Rohans, I haven't played these cards in a while, so they're stuck behind everything. That actually looks like all of the Rohan stuff that we have in red. Dunedain. I've rearranged and grouped these all together. So like all the Rohan stuff. Oh yeah, all the Rohan stuff is in blue. I forgot about that. So we got the Horse Breeder. We're definitely going to grab Horse Breeder. To a minimum of 0. So yeah, we can just drop Westfold Horse Breeder for free. Then we can go grab mounts, which Aomer is going to be a big fan of. The hardest part for me when deck building is cutting down to make 50. Oh yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Hey, Jessica. Any shot you're going to the Age of Apocalypse event at the portal? I am not. That is my wife's birthday. So unfortunately, well... No, I'm not. I probably shouldn't say unfortunately, but I'm not going to be able to be there because it is my wife's birthday. We got the West Road Traveler. I, hey, D20, wife's birthday. Doesn't she want to go? Not the biggest Marvel Champions fan. Also, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Had fun recording yesterday. Weird. Right? I don't know. Strange. Oh, well, happy early birthday to Miss All Over Cars. West Road Traveler. I just kind of like all of the really low cost mounts. Combat action, ready Hama. He gets +3 defense until the end of the phase. At the end of the phase, discard Hama. Yeah, let's try him. Hey. Ooh. Jason, I'm curious. What is your favorite Lord of the Rings cycle? I'm really enjoying the Dream Chaser so far. We have so many Rohan in blue. Jeez. Wow. After he leaves play, ready all Rohan characters in play. Oh, that sounds cool. Dream Chaser is goated. I really like all the cycles after. Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard. I heard that they just get good and good and good and good. They just keep getting good. But no, I'm having a lot of fun with this cycle. This cycle has been really, really solid. Is it storming where any of you all are at? It was crazy last night. We had a tornado watch and everything. Nice attacker. Heyo! How's it going? How you doing? It's pouring here? Yeah. Nasty. I didn't even realize that there was a tornado watch until this morning when I came down and the smart device on the counter, which I refuse to say her name because she'll yell at me, was like, hey, the tornado watch was extended until 8. I was like, oh. Cool. I'm glad I knew about that. Westfold Horse Breeder, discarded to ready, choosing ready here. Let's check and see if there's any Rohan in green real quick before we start just inundating our entire life with blue. Doesn't really look like it, actually. Dwarf, Sylvan, Dwarf. Int. Oh, Glaowines. Glaowine is... Yeah, let's do that. Let's pull out Glaowine again. I'm enjoying the Haradim. I have the hardest time saying that. I think it was 2 years ago at this time. 2 years ago at this time where they announced the Agmar Awakens repackage, I believe. So I remember I was at the conference that I'm going to next week. So yeah, I only have one Rohan green ally. Interesting. Tornado Watch. Nelson says, well, I better play some Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I better go sail the high seas. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Alrighty, 30 cards. Not sure you want attachments for allies, but self-preservation, lore, and Spear of the Mark tactics are some thoughts if you go that way. Ooh. Self-preservation lore. Doesn't that attach to a hero? Attach to a character. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Are there any specific allies that we would want to target for that. I do think I want all of my threat reduction stuff. Galadriel Greeting. All of that pretty stuff. Which actually may all be in the deck that I built. These are for the constructed, or the recorded game, so I need to remember to put these back into the deck before I film later today. Not sure what allies you're going with, but just in case you had a 1 or 2 you wanted to buff up. Nice. We don't have a... I need to get Aylmer's horse, right? Or at least some horses. I was looking for Dwarven Tombs. So Dwarven Tomb, Galadriel Greeting, Dwarven Tomb, Hasty Stroke, Test of Will, Test of Will, Test of Will, Dwarven Tomb, Hasty Stroke. All right. The blue package. Oh shoot, that was not where I wanted to put that. I just put all of those in like the D section. I was like, no, that's the deck that I built. Have you already tried some ALEP? No, I have not. I have not tried any of the long expected party cards. Have you? I know, I think Astari, I think you've played with some of the long expected party stuff. Let's go over here and grab our tactics, friends. And then I think there are Rohan like events and stuff that we want to grab. Rohan Warhorse. After a hero participates in an attack, exhaust this to ready the attached hero. Seems pretty good. And then we've got Firefoot, is it? Yeah, Firefoot attached to a Tactics or Rohan hero. They get +1 attack or +2 if it's Aylmer. After the attached hero attacks alone, exhaust Firefoot to choose a non-unique enemy engaged with you. Deal excess damage to that chosen enemy. Both of these are restricted, so that will be... I guess we could also go Spear of the Mark, right? I don't need to take that one. I think the full first cycle are nice. So expensive to get print. Oh, yeah. The Scouring of the Shire is awesome. Oh, sorry. I know they do like bulk prints, right? Like they do... Which can help with the price, I believe. I don't think we need 2 Rohan War horses. I still like to get Dream Chaser. It looks like I'm a fun cycle to play through while I wait for Mither. Hey, R. Scott, how's it going? How you doing? Yeah, no, Dream Chaser. I'm having a lot of fun with Dream Chaser. Dream Chaser is really sweet. We got Spear of the Citadel, or Spear of the Mark. Spear of the Mark. That's what it's called. Where is it? And how much does it cost? Why can I not find it? Spear of the Mark. Attached to a Rohan character. It gets +1 or +2 if it's attacking enemy in the staging area, so I don't know. I think it may be better just to go with the Rohan Warhorse. Because now Aylmer, after we block, Aylmer is going to have 5/7 attack. And then can ready and attack again. So I think that's probably the route that we will go. Basically follows the book where Saruman runs into the Shire after getting cast down and messed... Spoilers! No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I like how they just, like, ignored that part for the movies. They're just like, nah. We don't need that. Okay, so now what I'm thinking about is we have a lot of blue cards. We have a lot of blue cards, geez. And some red cards, but a lot of blue. So I'm thinking that we probably want to run like Song of Travel. I built a trap deck with some ALEP cards and played it on the Lure of the Middle Earth event. It worked really well. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, they're basically 2 to 3 bulk orders put together, so it gets free shipping over to North America. Includes other fan-made content as well. You can pick and choose. That's nice. Yeah. I'm not playing two-handed. No, when streaming, I like to just play single-handed because it doesn't hurt my brain as much. Usually when I'll do two-handed, but I have to do that recorded just because it requires a lot of focus. But also, so we got 20 there, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have 12 cards left. Let's look for all of those, and I just don't know the Rohan cards that well. But I believe that there are some things that are like play if you are like Rohan characters. Oh, the Hobbit pony. But a Numenor, no. Looking for Rohan. I do like how they bold it. Like if it's like attached to choose a Noldor or Sylvan, I like how it's bolded. So that makes it a lot easier to see. Discard a Rohan ally to choose a location to place 3 progress on that location. That's annoying. Which set does the contracts come in? That's a great question that I'm hoping someone else can help answer. I'm going to grab Ancient Matham. And probably Stand and Fight. I feel like Stand and Fight is also a pretty good card. We'll pull some cards back from our discard pile. I feel like Arwen is just so good. Kind of hurts the theming a little bit, but here. Muster of Rohan Spirit. Okay, sweet. Discard a Rohan ally to choose a location. Place 3 progress on that location. We might as well do it. Because I think that there are some like at the end of the round. Find the other horse. Muster of Rohan. I don't know if I have that card yet. Unless it's really expensive. Till the end of the phase, all Rohan characters get +2 willpower. That seems crazy. I feel like that's not what we need. Oh yeah, attached to a Rohan character. Reduce the cost to play that Herogrim on Theoden by 1. After the attached hero is declared as an attacker, exhausted to attach... Oh yeah, let's grab that. That sounds fun. Contracts Agmar Awaken? I don't think so, because I don't have any contracts. Now, I've been through Agmar. I think I want to grab... What was I just saying? Unexpected Courage. Because that's going to allow us to ready a couple of peeps. I think it was pretty late into the game. Two, 4, 6, 8. 2 more cards. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so we have 2 cards left. Anything in green? Probably not. I feel like all of the Rohan stuff is in red and blue. Oh, Horn of Gondor. We may not need that much resource generation, but it could be fun. I'm also just tempted to throw just 2 more Rohan allies in there and just call it a day. We go like... Okay, so like here, like escort from... No, I don't think that timing works. But do I have escort in there? He seems pretty decent. 1 cost. Maybe not, actually. I do want to keep it into... I thought side quests might... Vengeance of Mordor, I think, for contracts. I feel like the contracts were just like a really cool way to shake up the game. Side quests are cool as well. And I assume that we'll get contracts at some point in Marvel. Let's just grab escort and see what happens. Worst case scenario, he's a 1-drop for a block. We probably could swap out Grima for another blue. I guess Dune here is the only other Rohan that we have. What was I looking for? Escort? Actually, I'm kind of thinking of knights. I agree on contract. They shake things up, letting you use allies as heroes, using 4 heroes, bonuses for heroes. Yeah. It's just like, it really is a really cool way to make the game feel a little bit like it's a good last cycle ad, or like close to the end of the game's life cycle ad, because like it just gives longevity for so long to the game. Thinking of Knights of the Swan, giving Outland characters +2 attack. Or or Defender of Ramus. Those are kind of my 2. I think I'm going to go Defender of Ramus. Or Darren's Ruins. Let's call it there. And see what happens. What's the worst that could happen, right? Alrighty. Grapple is a new keyword that represents the many tentacles of the sea beast grasping onto different parts of the Stormcaller. When the enemy with the grapple keyword is revealed, or when you are instructed to resolve an enemy's grapple keyword, immediately attach that enemy face down to the location in the staging area, or in the location in the staging area, in parentheses, for example, the location with the highest threat. If more than one location meets the specified criteria, I get to choose. There are no locations in the staging area. Add that enemy to the staging area without attaching it to enemy location. While grappled, the enemy is not considered to be in the staging area, cannot be engaged, and is immune to player card effects. Instead, it adds 2 threat to the total threat of the location it's grappled with. Hey, greetings from Dublin. Hey, welcome. How you doing? Welcome. Happy to have you here. Do not read. Oh, is there not a... Oh, here we go. With the squall still raging all around them and the Dream Chaser and her fleet damaged from their long pursuit, boarding the Stormcaller was a risky maneuver, and grappling with the ship would have been even more difficult. The heroes decided that their best course of action would be to take control of the Stormcaller, subduing its crew, while their other ships remained a safe distance away. Command of the Dream Chaser was given to Caleron, an elven sailor who had journeyed with them from the Grey Havens. Beneath the ship rumbled, though most of the crew scarcely noticed, and those that did paid no heed. Their attentions turned towards the Stormcaller and his crew. Remember, we need the keys they stole from Lord Caphalon, one of the heroes announced. More than that, we're bringing the keys to Orthnak. Does that count? We must take them alive if possible. United in purpose, the crew took positions on the Dream Chaser's starboard side, grabbing ropes to swing across. Their ship drifted into position as the raiders on the Stormcaller prepared for battle. Blades rolls over the belly gear and shouts ring out. For our Lord Caphalon, for the Grey Heavens. Sweet. Alrighty. So, 1A. Swinging across on ropes, your company boards the Stormcaller and a fierce battle ensues. Building counter deck using only the Stormcaller and Corsair Raiders encounter set. So, I think it's this, and I'm pretty sure it's this. It drives me insane that they tell me to... I guess, actually, it's probably in here, right? Corsair Raiders. Thing in the Depths. The Stormcaller, Corsair Raiders. So the Stormcaller is the captain wheel. Do you play the fan-made content? I have not yet. But that is on my list. I want to play through all of this stuff first. So we got all of that. Have you? We're going to put these guys, we're going to put them over here just so I remember to add counters to search the encounter deck for Helm of the Stormcaller and one copy of Umbar Raider and add it to the staging area. So Umbar Raider gets +1 attack for each resource on it. After Umbar Raider attacks you, move one resource from your hero's resource pool to Umbar Raider. This is immune to player card effects. Gets +1 quest point for each resource token on a Raider enemy in play. When Helm of the Stormcaller becomes the active location, add Captain Sahir and... Oh, I thought it was or. Oh, shoot, that's crazy. That's not good. Huh. Yikes. Okay, well, that'll be fun. We definitely want to blitz him then. Wow, okay, cool. They gain indestructible at the end of the round. They get +1 resource on them. Huh. Cool. Not yet. Just started in the hobby. Got one copy of the core set yesterday, asking to see if it's as good as they say. I've heard good things about them, but I can't speak to them personally. But awesome. Welcome. That's awesome. How are you enjoying the core? I would say that I think the repackaged stuff is just very, very, very good. And like, I probably, without even playing them, I probably would not suggest going to the fan-made content before you play the repackaged stuff. I'm going to take this down to 0. Starting threat is 31. So that actually makes it a little bit harder for me to justify hanging out. So I think what we need to do do we travel to Helm of the Stormcaller turn 1? We engage here. If we are able to drop an ally, that's tough. That's really tough. It's quite hard, I'm saying, as an Arkham Horror veteran, but I'm quite. Oh, good. Yeah. No, it's tough. It's very tough. It requires a lot more deck manipulation than Arkham, I think. And not saying that Arkham is not hard to deck build for. It is, but it's a much more of a I need to switch my deck up in order to take on this specific challenge. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's awesome. Okay, so lower the cost of the next card you play from your hand by 1. So if we can drop 2 allies, we can feel pretty okay about traveling, taking one of probably her attack undefended, throw that damage on probably Theoden. Huh. I didn't realize I was going to be dealing with both of those. And we have to... Oh, shoot. I forgot. Whenever she engages you, discard each event from your hand. That's annoying. Forgot about that. She's so annoying. All right. What do we got? We got Gleowine. Hama. Ready Hama. He gets +3 defense into the end of the phase. At the end of the phase, discard Hama. Limit once per phase. That could work. We could defend. So Hama is effectively dropping 2 allies. We got the Westfold Horsebreeder, Dwarven Tomb, Unexpected Courage, and a Westfold Horsebreeder. So we could also just drop both of these Westfold Horsebreeders. Right, because we can reduce 1, we can pay for 1, and then we can also play Gleowine if we wanted to. Huh. Okay, yeah. Wow, we have so much resource reduction. So Theoden can play here for free. We can use Theoden's resource to play there for free. We can doomed Gleowine, and then decrease and play Gleowine. Then we have 3 blockers. I mean, like, we're kind of in trouble once, you know, life catches up to us, but we would then be able to hopefully push through real quick. Let's try it. We're going to draw into Dwarven Tomb. That's sad because we're about to lose all of those. 1, 2. 3. All right. Let's go ahead and use Theoden's resource to play Westfold Horsebreaker. We're going to look at the top 10 cards of our deck for a mount attachment. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No mount attachments. It would be great, actually, if we could pull the 1 cost, the whatever that guy's name is, to use Aomer's resource, because then we wouldn't have to give a resource to the raider. That'd be nice. We're going to spend 1 resource here to play Westfold Horsebreaker. Search the top 10. 1, 2, there's Firefoot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we'll take Firefoot. That's fine. We'll probably not be able to play Firefoot for a while, but here we are. And then we will use Grima. We'll lower the cost of the next card you play from your hand by 1. It gains Doomed 1, so we'll increase our threat. Spend this resource. Or do we play Firefoot? No, that's crazy, right? That'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy. To play Gleowine. We're not going to exhaust Gleowine to draw a card because I think we're going to toss Gleowine in front of an oncoming train. So we have 1, 2, 3 blockers. So if we don't flip another enemy, we are safe. We could quest. I think if we're going to quest, we're only going to quest to save our threat. And so let's go ahead and just do that. Let's quest with Grima for 2. We're showing 4. Yeah, 2. Flip into the weather deck. While it's in the staging area, each other deck location in play gains travel. Each player must exhaust a character he controls to travel here. Bummer. Alright. We'll travel here and exhaust Theoden. And we quested for 2. We're showing 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4. These people come into play. They engage. We have to discard each event in our hand, which is the 2 Dwarven Tombs. Add 1 resource for each event discarded this way, which is 2. Then he engages the first player. For each point of damage he would take, discard 1 resource. Okay. This guy's going to engage us. And this gets +1 quest point for each resource on a raider enemy in play. Oh, shoot. That's crazy, actually. Because Captain Sahir is going to be getting a ton. 4 if he destroys a character. Oh my gosh. I don't think this deck works. Because we'll never be able to push through this. Either that or we just need to not engage there. And we have to build up a board state. I think that's probably what we need to do. Okay, so he's going to attack. Actually, let's attack with Sahir. We'll defend with the Horse Breeder. Gonna attack for 6. He gets 4 resources. Aylmer gets +2 attack. I guess we could also take out... No, we can't. We're gonna get an attack of 4 here. We'll block with the Horse Breeder. The attacking enemy is a raider. Place 2 resources on it. Yeah, this deck is not going to work. Yikes. Oh, my gosh. And then we will block here for 3. No shadow effect. It's going to take him out, and then he gets a resource. So now this actually has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. This is 10. That's not going to work. We don't have enough quest power for that. Let's scoop. Let's not engage. Let's not engage these 2 at the start of the round. We'll have to make it so that we don't have many... We don't have any, like, events in our hand, I think. I think that's what we'll have to do. I started last year with my first LCG. Didn't know the kind of card game before and loved it. Falling deep into Arkham, Earthborn, and Lord of the Rings rabbit holes. Nice. That's awesome. Which one's your favorite, Eating Sushi? Let's go back down to 31. Because I think, yeah, we can't take these guys on. We need, I don't even know actually. What is that blue card that I said, hey, we don't need this? I think we definitely need this. The one that gives like all Rohan characters +2. What's annoying is that we can't actually play it because she texts directly against it, because we'd have to discard it before we would be able to play it. Unless we play it before. No, because no, it doesn't work like that. No, and Dwarven Tomb can't get it. It may be worth trying to get, but the timing does not work out because we can't quest before Miss N engages us, in which case we're just kind of screwed. So we can't. Okay, so we just need to take out raider enemies. We need to have an answer for these, and we will probably at minimum be questing on a 5 here. And we have to have an answer for Captain Sahir, which may mean so we need to swap somebody out. Maybe we swap like Grima out. I like Grima though, because we can't have him be just taking out enemies. We have to have him. I guess we could attack him, and that would be how we could reduce. Yeah, if we attack him, we could reduce the threat that way. So that's nice. Firefoot. Greeting. Dwarven Tomb. We got the keys. We got the keys. That's really sad, actually, because I don't like the hand, but I do really like the keys. We're gonna mulligan because what do you got? Yeah. Mulligan. I want the keys. Keys are so good with Grima, but you have to actually have something to play with them. I'm also wondering if we need to just go like super defensive. Because we can block Miss N's attacks all day with allies, but we can't with Captain Sahir's. That's the problem. Hasty Stroke, Dwarven Tomb, Rohan Warhorse, Matham, Song of Travel. Alrighty. I think Arkham played the revised core set with Girlfriend and Edge of the Earth solo. So good. Earthborn is also interesting, but not enough for my girlfriend. I like it. Arkham is a bit more. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Draw a card into Galadriel's Greeting. So this guy will engage us, which is super annoying. Let's spend 1 to play Song of Travel on Grima. Let's spend 1 to play Rohan Warhorse on Aylmer. No. We're going to check this out. So if we have a Rohan hero, Gulaf gets -1, so he costs 2. We're going to play him for 1 here. Then oh no. You don't see the staging area? It's right here. Can everyone else see it? Or it's out of view? Interesting. It looks okay on mine. I don't really have much more to go. Can anyone else see it? Or it's not out of view? Okay. Yeah. That's weird. Okay, cool. Okay. Sweet. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Alrighty, so we have Gulaf here, who's gonna take a hit from there. Trying to figure out if I can. I guess we have this for a hasty stroke, and that's what we're hoping for. Alright, so let's go ahead and quest for 4. We're showing 4. Flip into. After you travel to Forecastle deck, search the encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck. Ew. That's showing 3. Jeez. 5. So that's 7. We quest for 4. So 1, 2, 3. I don't want to get an enemy. I guess we'll engage here and show 5. Alright. We're gonna defend Gulaf. So it's gonna be 3. No shadow effect, so unfortunately he gets that. And we take 1 damage here. Aylmer will poke him for 1. Dang. I was hoping to be able to use that, but here we are. Let's stand up. Increase our threat. I don't know if this deck is going to work. Draw into a Galadriel's Greeting. Ugh. Pass out money. We need more allies. Where are my allies? We'll play Rohan Warhorse. We will Doomed 1 to give Galadriel's Greeting. To spend there for Galadriel's Greeting. No, you're not. You're totally fine. You're totally fine. You're totally fine. Hey Nelson, I watch your VODs all the time, but first time catching live. Woo! Do you have any prediction knowledge of the remaining heroes for Marvel Champions this wave? I don't have any knowledge. My prediction is that we'll get Jubilee announced tomorrow. I'm thinking it's Jubilee. I think it's Jubilee, Nightcrawler, and I don't know the last one. But I'm guessing that we'll get... I'm thinking that Jubilee will happen tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which would be awesome. I would love Nightcrawler. Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool. Also, we need a resource over here. Okay. We will, I think, do the same thing. We're going to quest for 2, 4, showing 5. Flip into a 4. Jeez. While it's the active location, deal each enemy an additional shadow card at the beginning of the combat phase. Okay, so we quested for this. Am I just not understanding how this quest is supposed to be approached? Or have I gotten just bad at the game? Because, like, it feels like you need high quest and high attack. Maybe you don't need that high of attack. Maybe you just need high defense and you just need to go, like, super crazy. Huh. Okay, so we quested for 4. We're showing 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll travel here. We get 2 shadow cards here. I'm going to block Gulaf. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5. Attacking me gets +1. So 6. It's enough to take him out. Has Nightcrawler been previewed? No, not yet. So Aylmer gets +2. So now we're at 5. We'll attack for 5, which will do 3 damage, which will take him out. Okay, let's stand up. Get resources over here. We'll draw into a Westfold Outrider. We'll increase our threat. 1, 1, 1. I guess we can build a little bit. I think I'm having a lot of trouble with questing right now, actually. I think we'll lose. He hasn't yet. I can just imagine his design would be... Yeah. Yeah. Let's spend 1 to play the Outrider. So we can discard Outrider to choose an enemy not engaged with you. Engage the chosen enemy. It's also just a nice attack. We will... Doomed Galadriel's Greeting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will quest for 5. We're showing 5. Flip into when revealed, exhaust each character with 1 defense or less. Okay, so our threat does not go up, which is big. Then we will, in the round, stand up. Increase our threat. I feel like this is a trap. Like we have to engage these guys quickly. Draw into another event. I'm trying to get rid of all my event cards. That's the problem. I don't think we quest out of this, but let's see what happens. Let's spend a Theoden resource to play Dwarven Tomb to grab Galadriel's Greeting. We'll spend Grima's resource to play Ancient Matham here. Which actually I don't want to do that. Because I don't want to draw cards before I engage here. I think we need to modify this deck. I don't think that this is going to work. I feel like... Actually... What do you picture his gimmick as? I like to think of teleporting like... I don't know. I think in Legendary, whenever you bought him, you got to put him on top of your deck. And so I could see some like deck manipulation type stuff. Jumping back on the Marvel Champions check for a sec. How long after hopefully tomorrow's announcement will we have your amazing reacting video? So I think right now I'm currently planning on doing a reaction video with Villain. And then, so that would be pretty quick. And then just because of the way travel's lined up, if it is announced tomorrow, then I would do the reaction video and probably publish another video later this week to talk about, similar to what I did with Iceman, do the 5 decks that I'm excited for with Iceman. Or Jubilee. I'm trying to figure out... Okay, so... What issues are we running into? I think we can't let these stack up. We don't have enough questing power. That's what it is. We don't have enough questing. And so... Is it just like we need to... I feel like we just built the Rohan deck. I don't want to toss it quite yet. It feels like the Rohan... Well, no, I mean, we have so many good questers in Rohan. We just didn't draw them. Let's try it one more time. Because like I feel like we just drew into all events and none of the allies that round. So let's see if we can, what happens if we draw into allies, and if we don't have any luck here, we'll try something else. Like I feel like the nice answer here is Glorfindel, and just like the 5 decks for Iceman video was so great. Oh, I'm glad. Good. Yeah. No, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun making that one. Yeah. I like those kind of videos. Those are fun. Yeah, I filmed my first villain tech video that I think I'm publishing on Friday. So, that'll be fun. 18 people watching and only 8 likes. Come on, guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Woohoo! Alrighty, okay. So 31 is also pretty high. We could just go hobbits. I mean, like, I kind of said it at the beginning, but could be fun. I feel like, what starter decks will you prefer for Lord of the Rings? Okay, so Eating Sushi, I've actually only opened one of them. After this game, we are going to be opening another one. I've opened Dwarves, and Dwarves was incredible. So I think just from a I love Dwarves perspective, I would highly recommend Dwarves. I've heard nothing but good things about all of them. I'm thinking that probably Dwarves or Elves are going to be the most fun, just from what I understand from the way that they typically play. So that'd be fun. Westfold. Rider, Dwarven Tomb, Gleowine. I mean, like, yeah. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Let's draw into Dwarven Tomb. I'm actually curious if anyone in the chat knows or has played with any of the starter decks, but I think I'm leaning towards opening Elves today. I kind of want to not open Rohan just because we're playing Rohan right now. But I think I love the Elven Heroes, Celeborn, Galadriel, and Haldir. I don't know Haldir, I don't think. But, like, they're so good. They're so much fun. Like, the Elves are so much fun. Okay. Move one of your resources. We'll spend 1 here to play Horse Breeder. Search top 10 cards for a mount. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bummer. I was watching an old video of yours where you had ranked the LCGs. I could very well remembering it correctly, but I believe you said 1 Lord of the Rings, 2 Arkham Horror, 3 Champions. So the Lord of the Rings is first, Champions is second, Arkham Horror is third. I salute you on your self-control. I would open every single pack. Definitely do the else. Alrighty, sweet. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like opening them with y'all. It's really fun to open them with you all and like sharing the excitement with you guys. So I guess actually technically the first one I'm going to play is this to reduce for Theoden, and then I'm going to pay for Westfold with there. I got the base game a long time ago, but never played. I ended up gifting to a friend. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Just not your speed, or what's up? I think we're going to block here. I think we're going to take the threat sacrifice. And we can, if we block with Westfold Outrider, and he leaves play, We have a 5/8 attack, which is enough to take out the Raider. So let's go ahead and go Grima Westfold for 3. We're showing 4. Flip into Win Reveal. Place 1 resource on each Raider enemy in play. Each engaged non-ship enemy makes an immediate attack. If there are no engaged non-ship enemy, it gains Surge. Yikes. Ow. So it surges into crew quarters. Add 1 resource to each Raider card in play to travel here. Okay. So we're totaling up of 5. We quested for 3. So 1, 2. I'm going to go here and add a resource here. We'll engage. We'll block the attack with 5. No shadow effect. Westfold will leave play. You get a resource. We'll swing back for 8 here. Alrighty. That felt a little bit better. Lord of the Rings seems like the most difficult of the 3. I would say so, yeah. That's why I never got into it. I think it probably is the most difficult. And probably the most complex as well. Just like in the sense of there's a lot going on, and you can tell it was kind of designed 10 years ago. The newer ones are really smooth. But I do love them. We'll increase our threat. Draw into Firefoot. Ooh, alrighty. Alrighty. We'll spend 1 on Grima's Pool to play Gleowine. Beautiful artwork, yes. I don't really know, but now looking back and knowing how much I like Marvel Champions, I'm glad I gifted my big... Yeah. 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 I feel that. I feel that. Nice. That's funny. We'll go Doomed 1. Pay a resource here to play Firefoot onto AR. And then next turn we'll play our sword. Alright. We're showing 2. I think let's go 2, 3, 5. I'm going to flip into a 4. Of course we are. While it's the active location, deal each enemy an additional shadow card. So that's 6. So we increase our threat by 1. That's a bummer. Yikes. Maybe we need Northern Trackers. I feel like we probably need Northern Trackers here. I think if we swap out Grima for a High Quester blue, we go Dual Sphere. We kind of leave the Rohan archetype in the dust, but Gleowine will draw us a card. Defender. Okay, Defender is nice. 1/1. Stand up. Increase our threat to 37. Yeah, I think we need to just bring Glorfindel into play. Draw into a Hasty Stroke. And probably run less events. Because I feel like the events were just getting teched so hard against Miss N. Pass out money. Let's go Gleowine. Draw a card into Westfold Outrider. We'll go ahead and play a Westfold Outrider. We'll Doomed 1. Spend 2 to play Hurogrim. I just don't see this working long term. I mean, like, we just cannot quest. We just don't have enough quest here. We have a sum total of 5 on our heroes, which is less than that. What we're it's what we're starting with in the opening. So I think what we need to do is swap. I think we probably need to toss Rohan. Unless there's a card that I'm completely missing that Rohan would be catapulted to. Great against this. I think what we want to do... I feel like I keep coming back to Noldor. Do you normally play pre-built decks as your first... No. I don't think I've actually ever played a pre-built deck in Lord of the Rings. I take that back. In the core set, they have like the pre-built 30-card decks. I've played those. But I do plan on doing some of the pre-built decks. I would probably modify the decks just a little bit for the recorded series. Okay, so I think we need... What if we swap Theo? We're Theseus's ship, or whatever the guy's name is, ship here, I think. because this just is not working. Besides the separately sold starter decks, have FFG ever made a good pre-built deck? You know, in Arkham pre-built decks and core sets were horrendous. I mean, there are some Champions decks that are pretty good. There's some good Champions decks out there, and then I don't know about the Arkham starter decks. Oh, besides the separately sold start, yeah. If you consider Champions a non-starter deck, then yes, I would say that there's a couple of good ones out there. I guess, okay, hold on. I guess like we could... We may not be completely out of luck here. Let's actually, hold on, let's continue. I forgot about... We're going to take this back. Give 2 money back. Reduce our threats. Not going to play that yet because I have Ride to Ruin. I feel like Ride to Ruin can be really nice. I can't think of who has a good starter deck in Champions. Maybe Cyclops or Storm, but that's about it. I normally break my Marvel Champions decks, immediately put storage until I build a deck on CDB. Rohan is hard to build. They don't get their best cards until like Horn of the Mark, until much later. Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, I think we'll probably swap off for Rohan. I don't want to go to Noldor. I feel like I've played Noldor so frequently recently. What if we break out the pre-built dwarf deck? What if we modify? No, I don't. I kind of want to... Dwarves are fun, though. Dwarves are a lot of fun. Do we have good defense in dwarf? Yeah, I guess. Rohan cards do so many different things. It makes a hard Rohan deck that focus on one cohesive strategy. Did you order the new Arkham Horror? I did, but I was supposed to unbox it tonight, but I have not received it yet, so I can't unbox it tonight, unfortunately. But yes, I did order it. Okay. Where do we want to go? What do we want to do? Do we want to try and make a theme deck? Do we want to just try and go crazy with the deck build? I feel like leadership is pretty good in this with sneak it. Nope, we don't have sneak attack. Just kidding. What if we just go no events? Just go Dane. Dane and the dwarfs. Or I was joking, but we could run hobbits. What do you think? Do you think hobbits are going to be good? They may not have enough going on. It could be fun, though. I think the hobbits don't get a huge benefit. A lot of low-cost engagement enemies here. So I don't know if we're going to be able to actually get the benefit that we want out of the hobbits. How do we go Outlands? Can I do like an Outland type thing? I also feel like I haven't played dwarfs in a while. Let's just do dwarfs. Let's go Dane. Nori. I like dwarfs. Dwarfs are fun. I think Ori and Nori. I actually did try a no event build for this quest. I was playing 2-sphere Tactic Spirit and I cut out all the events except Feint and a Test of Will. Oh, nice, yeah. Hey, streaming Lord of the Rings. Hey. Shizzle to Frizzle. I love that name. That's awesome. With Marvel Champions, Arkham Horror, Lord of the Rings, upcoming Star Wars, did they offer you some stock on Nice. Dwarves are always the right answer. That's the spirit. Let's go. Nori. Dane, Ori, Nori. Yeah. Heck yeah. Gosh, I love dwarves. Let's grab Steward. We are not getting Battle Master, so actually I may cut out Ori. I do like Legacy of Dorn. In my experience, questing can really only matter in this quest when you're pushing from stage 1 to stage 2, as raising threat isn't that bad in this quest. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. We could use Narvi's to pay for Legacy of Dorn anyways, but I kind of want to get red in here. I guess we could go Battle Master. Or so we can play Battle Master. Dory. Thalin. Do we just have... I think it's just... So, pushing from stage 1 to stage 2. Is that like a... I feel like we just need to hit the ground running. Dwarves take a long time to build. And so I'm kind of thinking, do we just run a deck that is super high stats? Like Kurdan. Go like Kurdan, we go Glorfindel, and we go probably not all mono, but like something really high stats over in leadership, maybe even Sam. No, not Sam. Denethor? We could go Denethor. Denethor is a fairly decent defender. And then we can just like blitz blue. And we'll have just a significant amount of quest power that first phase. Or the first couple phases. We would have to figure out how to defend, because I think what that path forward looks like is we would we quest turn 1, engage the raider, take out the raider. We have to figure out how to take out the raider, I guess. Just feels like the Noldor are so well set up for this. The Galadriel, Celeborn, Arwen just feel good. Am I just putting that unnecessary restriction on me? Because it feels like you kind of need to just push real fast. Like you just have to get through that first stage, and then you get just incredible allies on the table. I feel like that's kind of the right way to go. So we go Kurdan. What if we go Kurdan, Arwen, Kurdan, Galadriel, Celeborn? Feels... let's do it. I go through so many sleeves. It's kind of ridiculous. There's so many sleeves. Yeah, I need stocking Dragon Shield as well. So Kurdan draws an additional card at the beginning of each resource phase, but then we have to discard one of the cards that we discard. choosing to discard one of those cards. So we'll have to discard a card that we draw. That means we'll run Elven Light. Do you sleeve in counter cards and Dragon Chill as well? If so, wow, I do. I do. Oh, Elven Light's gonna be in here. Go Light of Valinor. I'm gonna go 2 copies of Light of Valinor. Because we can attach it to Kurdan. Just give... Oh, Light of Valinor plus his ring. Oof. Dirty. Alrighty. I'm actually going to go be right back real quick. See y'all very, very soon. Hey. Kurdan, Light of Valinor, Nara was how I beat this quest. Oh, sweet. Okay, perfect. Nice. Hey, Nelson. Sorry I'm late. No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. So the attached character gains a leadership. Exhaust Nara and the attached character to choose and ready up to 2 allies. Each of those allies gets +1 attack, +1 defense until the end of the phase. Love that. Let's do it. Grab 3 copies of those. I like all the rings. I think the rings are fun. They're cool. Okay. Then let's go Celeborn. After a Sylvan ally enters play, that ally gets +1/+1/+1 until the end of the phase. And then Arwen? Do we round it out with Arwen? Yeah, I think so. Or do we have a each area you control with the printed? Nope. The active location shares the trait with the location in the victory display. She gets +2 willpower. The attacking enemy shares the trait with the enemy in the victory display. She gets +2 defense. So we could get ship and the deck. What are the stickers for? The stickers are, I put them on the sleeve, knowing so they go back into the binder. So there's one copy of each aspect card in the binder, and then everything else is located alphabetically in this box next to me. And so the sticker says I need to put it back in the binder. I feel like Tactics AON made the first part of the quest so much easier. Tactics AON. Oh, I don't have Tactics AON. That's probably... Yeah, unfortunately. After drawing your setup hand, instead of taking a mulligan, you can discard any number of cards from your hand, then draw that many cards. If you have no cards in your hand, draw 6 cards, limit once per game. That could be an interesting... Galdor could be an interesting tech against Miss N, discarding all of our cards. That could be kind of fun. Also gives us access to green, and I do like green. What about... Tactics? Are there any like... I don't feel like the Sylvan and Tactics are that special. But I guess we could go Feints, and feinting these guys is actually really nice. Oh, we get Legolas. That could be fun. Let's shake it up a little bit and try something in Tactics. We could go probably not Hama. We could go Mary. I mean, like, honestly, we could just go Mary. After Mary participates in an attack that destroys an enemy, ready another character that participated in that attack. But that would keep our threat pretty low. We're currently at 23. If we go Mary, we only drop up to 29. He's a nice little splash of a questing power. Or we just go crazy and go Elrond and call it it. No. Let's stick with Tactics. Let's go with Mary. Or do we go with, like, Baragon and you go huge defender? Let's go Baragon. Yeah. It's going to be a high threat start, but it'll be what it is. Let's grab all of our Sylvan allies. Let's also grab... We got Light of Eleanor. I grabbed Ether Swordsman. I think I'm going to cut those. Elven Light. We need one more Elven Light. Get Elrond's Council. Okay, already grabbed those. Cool. Okay. Then we've got... Where? Oh, where? There are my Sylvans. After a character leaves play, discard Sylvan Refugee from play. Grab. Sam Gamgee. Reduce the cost of Sam by 2 if you control Frodo. Interplay raises threat. I love this game. It's so good. Silver Harp. Steeds. Spear of the Citadels. Those are going to be nice. Sailor. What am I? I'm looking for Sylvan Refugee. I keep grabbing more stuff, but I'm looking for Sylvan Refugee. We got Sailor. We got Spears for Baragon. We got Steeds to ditch Elven Lights. Silver Hearts, Sylvan Refugee. Where are you at? Shadowfax. Okay. Elven Jeweler. Discard 2 cards from your hand to put Elven Jeweler into play. I think I... Oh, wait. Sailor's Noldor. I think I want not Noldor. I want all the Sylvan. Because after a Sylvan ally enters play, they get +1. Oh, but not running Galadriel is a little sad. That's fine. Because we can ready them with Círdan. Yeah. That's fine. Yes. So Sailor is not there. We're going to cut Sailor out. Want Sylvan. We'll grab Galadriel's Handmaiden. We're definitely grabbing Glorfindel. Even though he's not Sylvan. It's really good. Then want those sweet. This is not the right deck. Steward of Gondor's. And if we go Steward of Gondor on Círdan, once we get his ring, he gets the leadership, and so we can lean a little bit heavier into the leadership realm of things, which is nice. Then there's some Sylvan. Return a Sylvan ally you control to reduce your threat by X, where X is the printed cost of the ally returned to your hand. Choose a Sylvan or Noldor ally you control. They give +2 until the end of the phase. At the end of the phase, shuffle them into the deck. Let's grab Island and Perils. Let's find Orofin. So, Orofin, after Orofin enters play, return a Sylvan ally from your discard pile to your hand. Grab 2 copies of him. Got Olorian. Ninth Guide. Ooh, Ninth Guide is fun. Yes! I do love this Sylvan archetype. It's so much fun. I feel like it's fun to run Sylvan with only one Sylvan. Let's see where we're at. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6. So we have 14 cards left. We haven't touched tactics. We also have... What am I thinking of? Return a Sylvan ally to choose an enemy engaged with you. That enemy cannot attack this player this phase. That's what I'm looking for. Feigned Voices. What are y'all's favorite archetypes in this game? Feigned Voices? Then we want Shield. Let's look at our tactics cards for our last, like, 11 cards. We'll start with Sylvan allies. If you play Rumir from your hand, choose an enemy engaged with a player, deal X damage, where X is the number of ranged characters you control. Oh, we're going to grab Legolas. Legolas is just fun. So 4 cost, after Legolas participates in an attack that destroys an enemy, draw a card. He's really expensive. After a warrior character is destroyed while defending against an enemy attack, deal damage to the attacking and enter equal to the printed attack. That's nice. Outlands. Outlands are fun. Outlands are a ton of fun. Yeah, Outlands are great. Good call. Good call on Outlands. Then we've got 2 of our Poke Spears. But I want Gondorian Shield. If we can get multiple Gondorian Shields out. Or if we can get a Gondorian Shield on turn 1. We're pretty happy. Then we can toss another one on Kurdan, knowing that we'll have knowing that we will get him the Gondor trait, so he can go up to a 4 defense. We could go Feint. I didn't even grab like that many Sylvan from here. The Archer is nice. Is there anything that is not a ton of fun? You always say. Usually when I am streaming, I am having a ton of fun. I would say that I have chosen to pursue streaming things that I do find a ton of fun. I've never played this game. That's fair. Outlands, Aristor, Leadership, Denethor just wins most. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Just because you get such a, like, fast start. But I will say I have things that I don't stream that I don't find a ton of fun. But why stream it? What is the 0 cost Sylvan event? I thought we had a Sylvan event in Tactics, but maybe we don't. We could go Unexpected Courage. I feel like that's not a bad call. If we go Unexpected Courage, then we may want to actually lean into Galadriel a little bit, because we have a good number of attachments at that point. If you had the card, you could try the 1 deck. Oh, I've heard rumors of the 1 deck. Keep it secret, keep it safe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, how many attachments do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16. 17, 18, 19. Let's try Galadriel. I panicked there for a second. I was like, wait, am I running Galadriel? I am not. We got 2 Galadriels. Let's call that a day. Hey! No, I'm mad late. No, you're totally fine. I am doing well. How are you doing? Hoping everyone is doing well. Yeah. Need one more scoop counter, I think. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I think the strategy here is, depending on our opening hand, but if we can get... Oh my gosh, we started with such high threat. That's wild. I feel like it'd be really nice to be able to... There's so many things that we have to like deal with. I think we don't travel turn 1. I think we need to take out the Raider. If we take out the Raider, then we can travel next turn and take these 2 on. And if we can get Unexpected Courage on Baragon, then we're happy. Also, like Steward of Gondor. I feel like we're a little bit more set up to not need to rush the first scenario or the first little part here, because we can attack. We can attack Captain Sahir and reduce the amount of threat on him. And if we set it up so that we engage Miss N when we don't have many events, she doesn't get that many resources. And then we have Kurdan, and we can just, yeah, we can set it up so that we can quest really hard. I feel like it's just gonna be a tactical choice, tactical decision on when we want to push and when we want to engage those guys. But I think if we can get Unexpected Courage on Baragon, we're pretty happy. But I mean, like, if we wait too long, she just takes us out. We got Ninth Guide, Orphan, Council, Elven Light. We don't have a way to... Oh, we have Kurdan to discard, but we don't have a ton of ways to discard Elven Light, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Got Spear of the Citadel and Island in Perils. I don't know if we actually run Elven Light here. I feel like Elven Light is... No, Glorfindel deals with Elven Light. I decided just now to look up the rules for this game so I can understand what's going on. A decent, can't complain. Well, I can, but I hope you had an awesome vacation. I see you've come back to womp on these annoying pirates. Yes, the shirtless demigods. That's what. Yes. I think we mulligan this. We have a spear. I actually don't think Elven Light's super great, but I would like to get Glorfindel. If we can get Glorfindel, we're happy. Because we can discard a card to ready Glorfindel. And if we can just pop him in our discard pile, because we can play him from our discard pile, we feel pretty happy about that. 3, 6. Hey, Nara. That's nice. Sylvan Refugee, Spear, Ninth Guide, Galadriel, Glorfindel. Yeah, let's go. So we'll draw an additional card here. Island in Peril. Return a Sylvan ally to our hand. We'll toss Orphan. Okay. Let's pass out money. Which is best? Marvel Champions, Lord of the Rings, or Arkham Horror? What do you want to do? Well, like, what do you define as best? My favorite is Lord of the Rings. The best to pick up and play is probably Marvel Champions. The best storytelling game is Arkham Horror. Okay. We are going to discard a card from your hand to ready Glorfindel. Limit once per phase. Sweet. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Oops. I believe it was you who posted the announcement of the Arid Myth and re-release. I'm excited because now you can turn the tables with your own shirtless demigod characters. Nice. That's really funny. Well, let's go ahead and drop Spear the Citadel on Baragon. That's definitely happening. I think a couple of plays that we have a Sylvan Refugee play, which helps us quest through this round, but not super great. We can pop Sylvan Refugee back to our hand with Island and Perils, reduce our threats. We can play Nara. He's gonna take our resources, so we might as well just dump our hand. I forgot about that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and spin Baragon Celeborn to play Nara on Kurdan. And then we'll use Kurdan to play Sylvan. I forgot that he was gonna take our resources, so that actually like makes it a little bit easier. What we'll do is we'll block the attack here. Sylvan Refugee almost can kind of quest by themselves. We can't take them. Actually, hold on. What if we don't quest? No, that'd be wild. Okay. So they all excel in their... Yeah, I would say so. I think that each one of them is fitting a different niche, and they are different games. So he's going to have 1 damage from Spear the Citadel. Then if we attack with 4, he would have 3 damage. We can block 1 time. So if we just quest with Sylvan Refugee for 3, we're showing 4. We'll take a hit to threat. Crew Quarter. Add 1 resource to each Raider card. To travel there. Is this quest Flight of the Stormcaller or the one after? I think this is the one after. It's the thing in the depths. Flight of the Stormcaller is no more. Thank goodness. Okay. So we quested for 3. We're showing 5. So 1, 2. Are we really? No, we're not at 39. There's no way, right? We're at 33. So 35. Ah, that's a really high starting threat. That's good. We'll travel here. We'll engage. We will defend. He's going to attack for 3, no shadow, or 4, no shadow effect. We take no damage, so that's nice. And we will use both of our Knewable folk over here to attack for 4, which will do 2 damage. We'll stand up, increase our threats. Draw 2 cards. Olorian and Steward of Gondor. I'm going to toss Olorian. We have to play Steward, right? Yeah, we have to play Steward. Okay. Pass out some money. I'm going to spend these 2 money to play Steward of Gondor on Kurdan. It's going to give us 2. We'll spend 2 to play the Ninth Guide. We will choose Kurdan. Does not have to exhaust. The quest. We're showing 2. I could only imagine if it was possible to give Baragon 3 spears of the right? That'd be sick. That'd be sick. Limit 1 per character. What a sad sentence to read. Okay, let's go ahead and quest for 2, 4, 8. We don't have to exhaust a quest here. And I think... Yeah, I think we'll be good there. If absolutely necessary, we can defend with one of these. So 8, flip into a 3/4 castle deck. After you travel to the 4 castle deck, searching counter deck, discard pile for an enemy and reveal it. So that's showing 5. We only place 3 here. That's a bummer. Alrighty, we will defend here, which will ping the last damage. Shadow card gets discarded. Okay, let's stand up. Increase our threat to 37. Ew. Pass out money. Draw 2 cards, discard a card. I'm going to discard Feigned Voices. Oh wait, actually Feigned Voices is really good. I thought that was the Island of Perils, but no, we'll have to discard Feigned Voices before we can actually use it. So, there we go. I'm trying to figure out, I think I want to drop Galadriel right now. I think if we drop Galadriel, then we can hopefully get like a something. Something or another here. Yeah, we'll drop Galadriel. We'll spend 3 to play Galadriel. If you play Galadriel from your hand, search top 5 cards for your deck for an attachment. Uh-oh. Nope. Go Steed on Círdan. We'll shuffle the rest of the deck. So after the attached hero commits to a quest, discard a card from your hand to place 2 progress on the active location. It's going to be nice once we get Light of Valinor on Círdan, but that's kind of the goal. Let's use Island and Perils to pop Sylvan Refugee back to our hand, reducing our threat by 1. But this Galadriel is going to leave play, which is going to have us discard Sylvan Refugee, so we might as well not have that. I'm trying to figure out... if we can just quest through here, right? We're showing 5. We have 3, 4, 8, 12. I think we can quest through here and then use Steed to toss Glorfindel next turn. I won in a giveaway. I first ever giveaway won on YouTube streamer. I entered like 400. Nice. Congratulations. What'd you get? That's awesome. Yeah, I think we're going to... I have so much room back down here. Jeez. I'm encroaching on the enemy's territory. Okay. So let's go ahead and quest for 4, 7, 8, 12. We're showing 5. Flip into a 2. While it's in the staging area, each other deck location gains travel. Each player must exhaust a character he controls to travel here. Okay. So that pushes through here. There's that. I don't think I'm ready to engage. Oh, wait. Hold on. Shoot. That's been... We've gone through 2 rounds. Don't think I'm ready to engage them. Go here to the weather. Okay. Galadriel leaves. We'll stand up. Your giveaway. Oh, nice. Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's funny. We will pass out money. Increase my threat. Oh, we're going to keep Legolas. So very close to actually being able to play Legolas. That's sweet. That's actually really sweet. Let's spend 1 to play Sylvan Refugee. Let's spend 2 to play Unexpected Courage. Okay. We will commit Círdan and discard Glorfindel to place 2 progress here. I feel bad for people when keep getting giveaways. Oh no, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. Is there a giveaway today? There's not a giveaway today. Unfortunately, no giveaway today. So we're doing 4, 7, 10. We're showing 5. Yeah. So we'll go for 10. Crew quarters. Please add 1 resource to each raider card in play to travel there. So that's 6. We clear this, which is nice. I think we're going to travel here and take the raider enemy. So we're, after you travel to the deck, searching counter deck and discard pile for an enemy and reveal it. Ooh, not the raid leader. Unsubscribe from that raid leader. We're going to go Umbar Raider. Umbar Raider is going to engage us. Oh, good. I just want to make... Oh, yeah. No, totally. Yeah. Okay. We're going to defend with Baragond on an attack of 3. No shadow effect. We deal 1 damage. Move a resource from a hero's resource pool. There. Unexpected Courage. Let's go ahead and Nara and Kurdan to ready Sylvan. And we'll attack for 2, 3 to deal a damage. That was lame. Cool. All right, we'll stand up. Increase to 38. What's the worst that could happen? We will pass out money, which is enough to play Legolas. Let's go. We'll draw Nara and Spear. Toss Nara. I guess we have Spear the Citadel. Okay. Let's spend 4 to play Legolas. So after Legolas participates in an attack that destroys an enemy, we can draw a card. So Legolas can take out the Umbar Raider by themselves. Kurdan needs 1 more resource to play Glorfindel. Once we get Glorfindel... Actually, is it time to engage these folks? Which I think I need to remember to do that. It may actually be time. We don't have any events, so we're sitting with 4. Yeah, we're definitely doing it. I mean, I feel like at some point we just have to bite the bullet and do it, so... We're going to quest for 4, 6, 7. We're showing 3. I'm going to discard Spear to place 2 here. We have a answer to both of these attacks with these because we're going to ready them with Kurdan. Baragond, Legolas will take out the Raider. And then we can start throwing and reducing the amount of... But then we're just in trouble because we don't have an answer for next round. Which is too bad. So do we hang out 1 more round? But if we hang out 1 more round, what are we getting ourselves? I don't think we really benefit from hanging out 1 more round. Well, let's just see what happens. We're requesting for 7. We're going to flip into place 1 resource on each raider enemy in play. Each engaged non-chip enemy makes an immediate attack. So we will defend with Baragond. We'll deal the damage there. And he's going to attack for 5. Place 2 resources on it. So is that lethal? He attacks for 7. We take 3 damage. So not lethal quite yet. Jeez. Ow. That throws a wrench into our plan. Shoot. Well, 7. We have 4 here. This clears. Oh, and we move a resource. Oh, gosh. I think we'll travel here. Place a resource. We'll use Nara and Kurdan to ready both of these. We'll block with the refugee. Gets until the end of the phase, it gets +2 defense. Okay, so it has a 4 defense. So Legolas and Celeborn can deal 5 and take it out. Legolas destroyed an enemy. We get to draw a card into an archer. I think I'm missing something with this quest. Let's stand up. Oh, and we'll lose one of Kurdan's resources to the raider after they attack. We'll draw into a Island in Peril and a Glorfindel. I guess we'll toss the Glorfindel. Let's pass out money. Increase our threat to 39. Let's spend 5 from here to play Glorfindel. So he can play it from your discard pile. Discard a hand to ready Glorfindel, limit once per phase. I learned so much from these playthroughs. Oh, good, I'm glad. Now I need to delete the eBay app to stop trying to catch on Outer Prince. Oh, that eBay app is so dangerous. We're going to use Island in Peril to pop a Ninth Guide back to our hand. Reduce our threat by 2. I'm going to spend 2 to play the Ninth Guide. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer to that at all. We can toss a Ninth Guide in front of one of the attacks. I cannot block here because we only have 1 health left. I don't want to toss. I could toss Glorfindel. We can get Glorfindel back. But then, like, then what do? We don't do anything. Let's just, I mean, like, at this point, let's play the game out and see what happens if we just stall here and just build. What's the worst that could happen, right? Let's go 4. We're not going to toss that. 6. 9. Showing 2. Flip into an Umbar Raider. Ugh. Okay. So we place 5, which clears here. We're not traveling. We will engage. We're going to Kurdan, Nara, Kurdan to ready both of these. And we'll use the Ninth Guide to block. The 3. The defending character has 0. Otherwise, discard it. Oh, so we're taking the attack undefended. Ow. We'll place 3 damage on Celeborn. Then we'll move this resource there. Glorfindel and Legolas will take out the Raider. We'll get to draw a card, which is a Nara. I should really stop looking at Hall of Heroes because I don't want to... Yeah, I start wanting the things I look at. Yeah, right? Okay. Increase over there. Increase our threat to 38. We'll draw a Elrond's Council, a Gondorian Shield. No, I want both of them. Take the shield. Pass out money. Spend 1 to play the shield on Baragond, which is still not a... We're still not feeling good about that. I think we have to travel there this turn. We'll Unexpected Courage. We'll go 4. Flip into a weather deck. While it's in the staging area, each player must exhaust a character he controls to travel here. That's okay. So we don't take any. We're gonna go here, and both of these will engage us. We have to discard all of the events in our hand. We're good. Okay. So right now she's an 8/8. Yikes. And he is a 6/2. I'm not 100% sure what my thought process was behind that. We're gonna block here. Gonna be 6. Gets +1. Okay, so that's a scoop. I feel like Baragon taking that 3 damage early was tough. Trying to think. Trying to figure out how we can... These, just in solo, these are just so brutal because they both engage you. So what if we go... Instead of... What if instead of Kurdan, we go... Galadriel, and we just try that route. Pretty much keep everything the same. But Galadriel gains the... She gains the lore resource icon, which is less good from this standpoint. And are we really that... Is it really that big of an issue? I think, you know what, we're going to try it one more time. Just try this deck one more time. Because I feel like if we got the shield earlier, we would have been more okay. Relatable, I got the core set and 2 hero expansions relatively cheap secondhand. I had to get another campaign expansion. It's amazing how quick you want to just get more and more and more. It's fun. Galadriel does have the benefit that you don't have to exhaust characters. So there's that. Maybe if you do another play around, you can use Blood and Numenor for Defiance and Gondorian Fire for huge attack defense. And go like Gondor route. Then I spent nearly 200 games. I hadn't played that much. Yeah, let's try this. So this is what we'll do. We'll try this. If we don't get it this time, that's okay. We'll unbox one of the starter decks. And then, because unfortunately I don't... Are we at 33? Ugh. Holy Heroes kind of messed with Marvel Champions. For 4 months I had everything. Barely completed Resurrescal. Nice. Blood and Numenor for defense. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. So if we have, I feel like the ring is really important. I feel like Steward is really important. I don't know if we have enough allies. Galadriel being able to quest and defend with the allies in the first, or in one turn, is really good. Got Spear, Steward, Island, Light of Valinor, Elven Light, and Galadriel. I think that's probably better than... We'll never get to play Steward of Gondor, though. Because of that stupid Umbar Raider. We'll play Steward of Gondor turn 3. Not a terrible hand. Yeah. Another starter deck? Yeah, we're going to do another. I think we'll get in... I think we will get a Marvel announcement tomorrow. Yeah. Not a too terrible hand. I really like it. The problem is that Umbar Raider is just going to take all of our stuff. And we're never going to play Steward of Gondor. We can play it turn... Yeah, we can play it turn 3. Let's see what happens. Draw into an Elrond's Council and a Feigned Voices. We're going to keep Elrond's Council. Alrighty. Let's pass out money. We'll spend 1 for Light of Valinor on Círdan. We'll play Spear of the Citadel on Baragon. Oh wait, we can have him take Baragon's resource. Never mind. We're good. And we can play Steward of Gondor in turn 2 and hopefully cycle pretty quickly. We also have Galadriel. So that's nice. We're 33. So we're showing 4. We'll quest with Círdan. I think that's all we will quest with, actually. Yeah, we're going to quest with Círdan. Flip into the quarter deck. While it's the active location, deal each enemy an additional shadow card at the beginning of the combat phase. Gross. So we'll play Elrond's Council. Give Círdan +1. So we're questing for 5. Reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3. And then we're showing 8. So 1, 2, 3. We'll travel here. Engage here. 2 encounter cards. We'll defend with Baragon. Exhaust a character you control. Bummer. And no shadow effect. So no damage. He gets this resource. Spear of the Citadel will poke him. And we have to hang out with him one more turn. Oops. Okay. Increase our threat. Hey, what's the general consensus on Dream Chaser? I've heard sailing is finicky. Only a repackaged thing I don't have. I like it a lot. I think the sailing is really cool. I think the sailing is really, really cool. Increase our threat. We'll stand up. Dream Chaser is great. The sailing mechanic is a neat one. Just have a lot of allies on hand to commit to the sailing stuff and you'll be fine. That's out money. Draw 2, discard 1. We'll spend 2 to play Steward on Círdan. And we'll spend the 2 money there for Galadriel's Handmaiden. Okay, we're showing 2. Let's go ahead and quest for 4 with Círdan. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 with the Handmaiden. Okay. So that's 7. Flip into Corsair Infiltrator. When he attacks, deal 1 additional shadow card for each resource. After the engaged player collects resources at the beginning of the resource phase, player moves 1 resource from one of his hero's resource pools to the Infiltrator. Gross. So we quested for 7. We're showing 4. Place 3 here. That's good. We don't have an answer for this yet, so not going to travel, but we do need to remember to add here. Nelson wanted to ask, do you think it's smart for a new returning player to play through Lord of the Rings in terms of releases? I think you can skip. I think if you skip to like Grey Havens, what you would probably want to do is make sure you pick up either like the starter decks and or the hero expansions as well. So like I don't think Dream Chasers is going to be beatable with just core cards. Okay. We're going to engage here. Thanks, I hate it. Oof. I don't actually know what to do here. I think we have to go Baragon here because we can take Baragon out. Do we take that? No, we can't take an attack of 4 undefended because we'll die. I feel like Galadriel is the right call. What happens if we just swap Galadriel for Círdan? I only say that because I owned it previously before as revised expansion content, even though I most likely pick it up, I'd rather experience the newer stuff. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah. Because right now, if we had Galadriel, well, we would be like way bad on. I think we're gonna go Galadriel. Because I don't, yeah. Just being able to, if we go Galadriel, we cut out here. We'll just call this a scoop. Galadriel's prop might help. Yeah, I feel like we need Galadriel and we just need more allies. I don't think we want Elven Light. I think we still go with Unexpected Courage. Cut out Elven Light. Cut out Mara. We're going to keep Glorfindel. Keep Steward. Assume. Keep. Probably don't need Steed. Don't need Galadriel. I think we only go 1 Light of Valinor. It's not as good. We don't need Silver Harp. Keep Olorian. Don't need Steed. Yeah, I think we just need a ton more allies. Like, if we cut out 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 cards, I think we put in Ninya or whatever the name is. Yeah, Ninya. 3 copies of Ninya and then just all allies. All Sylvan allies specifically. Nine Sylvan allies. Did we play Gandalf here? Let's grab Gandalf. feel like Gandalf is not going to hurt a deck. Oh yeah, he's in my pre-built. One. Also, Northern Tracker isn't. We go Lorien Guide. Agmar Awakened Cycle I wasn't too big of a fan of compared to Ringmaker, so I'd probably skip that one. Grey Havens was peak where I stopped. Sorry. No, you're totally fine. What was it about Agmar that you didn't enjoy? Okay. We can heal 2 damage from any one hero with the Daughter of Nemerel. Galadrim Minstrel. After a Galadrim healer enters play, choose player heal 1 damage from each hero controlled by that player. We go Tree People. So that's 9. So 3 more. 3 more, but we didn't add like any Sylvan. We go Lorien Guide. I feel like Lorien Guide is not a bad call. Lorien Guide is actually no, because this is immune to player card effects. Just kidding. Archer. No, I don't care about that. Felt like the heroes were a bit lacking. The mechanic of engaging multiple enemies was antithesis of how I usually played, so wouldn't say terrible, but I sure appreciate it today. Been about 6 years or more since I played the content. I got you. Yeah. The Dunedain is a. I struggle with the Dunedain archetype as well. Let's go Galadrim hero healer. Let me count how many. But it did give us the Arwen hero, which was the last hero pack, and I like Arwen a lot. Yeah. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 16 Sylvan. Seeing Kurdan leave her, but I totally get it for this scenario. I like Kurdan a lot. I feel like Galadriel is just really, really good. And Galadriel with Celeborn is very strong. I think we grab one more Orphan, maybe? We can start cycling some of those Sylvan allies. I also wonder how much of the difficulty rating on like the community, 17 if you count the handmade. Oh yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just noticed that. I also wonder how much of the difficulty of these quests is based on time into the game, based on card pool, right? So is a difficulty level 5 right now a harder 5 than in wave 1 because we have Elrond, because we have Glorfindel, and does it just get to the point where we can just run cheese and that's why they're low? Maybe. I'm just trying to justify why having such a hard time with the 5 challenge quest. That's an interesting take. Cool. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So we're looking for the ring. We're definitely looking for the ring. That's what we want. Ring and unexpected courage would be great. Orophin, Ninya, Light of Valinor. I have seen worse hands. I've seen worse hands in my life, so let's keep that. And draw into Island of Perils. Alrighty, sweet. It's actually pretty awesome. Let's go Gondorian Shield there. Spend 1 for Light of Valinor on Celeborn. Oh, okay, yeah, not making fun. I feel like in Lord of the Rings, even the quote easy quest can throw you a surprise. I also wonder how much, like the last quest that we were struggling so much on, I think was heavily skewed towards being significantly easier multiplayer. I feel like this quest has, again, that because of these 2 cards. I think this quest gets a lot easier in multiplayer because this engages the first player, this engages the last player, and solo that's the same person. You have to deal with that. And in a 4-player game, it gets a lot easier to deal with, I think. So that could be it. Also our quest, we're only at 29, so that's actually really nice too. Because like I would rate that last one that we did way higher than like whatever a 6 was, because I think that may have been like one of the worst times I've had with it. I actually don't know who I throw Steward on. I think it's still Spirit. I think it's still Galadriel here. Let's use Galadriel to lower our threat and draw a card. And to Spear the Citadel. Sweet. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Mainly, I don't have an ally I can play this turn, so we might as well use it. Oh, this is to another character's will. It is not just to... So actually, I'm going to cheat a little bit. Play Ninya. We won't have Spear the Citadel. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Fortunately, we're gonna lose our money here, but I don't think that's as big of a deal. Okay. So now we're going to, I guess we should shuffle that. We're going to add 4 to Celeborn. I do definitely think the scaling is for 2 players. I think solo scaling isn't considered. Yeah. So Celeborn's questing for 7, showing 4, flipping into, oh gosh, a raid leader. When he engages you, move 1 resource from each of your hero's resource pool to raid leader. Gets +1 defense for each raid leader. So we're showing 7. Raid leader is so annoying. Ugh. Guess we'll engage here. We'll defend for 6 on a 3. Discard an attachment you control. I guess Light of Valinor? That's sad. And then we cannot attack. And he gets a resource. Shoot. Draw into Feigned Voices. And I usually wouldn't scoop here, but I'm also like I don't see a path forward, especially with that guy. I don't want to scoop, but I want to play, I think, a legit game. I think that we just prolong this game for like 30 minutes and then we lose. Just like with how it's set up right now. Maybe Ninya is not a... We don't need to drop Ninya, I don't think. Maybe we don't drop Ninya turn 1. I think if instead we go... If we don't drop Ninya... We need damage. We need to drop his Sylvan ally turn 1 as well. I feel like, actually, you know what? I feel like Baragon and the Galadriel Celeborn are a little anti-synergistic. Because we don't need the super high defense if we're dropping a ton of allies. So what if we cut out the tactics side of things? Right? Like, what is tactics giving us? Tactics is not giving us anything. Tactics is giving us a really high, really expensive hero. And if we just can flood it with more allies, we're getting the same benefit. Right? If we cut these out, and we go like a lore hero, maybe Grima, even if we go back to Grima to get a little bit of that acceleration, we can pull in a lot more lore allies, feel a lot more comfortable running those allies because we'll have a turn 1 generator for any green cards. Do we only have 1 archer in there? There's no way, right? Oh, there's 2. Okay. I guess like we haven't even seen the second half of this quest, so we may need it. Let's try it one more time, and then we may switch it up next stream. What makes this quest interesting in difficulty? But the raiders are literally Kratos Chads. Apparently, robbing a resource really kicks you while you're down. So even trap decks that render them useless have trouble. Yeah. And like you can't hang on to, like, you have to have a defender. You have to have an ally because you can't use a feint. You can't use any of the cancel attacks because you're discarding every single event when she engages you. And so you have to have an answer to both of their attacks the first time that they engage you. And then you can potentially luck in. What about that? There's the tactics. You can pull an event from your discard pile. Feigned Voices, Armed Council, Ninya, Glorfindel, Ninth Guide, Light of Valinor. So we start at 29. We can drop down 4 to 25, which is not enough to not engage. But that would have been fun if we could have... I think I'm going to mulligan this hand. Because we don't have any allies. We would have drawn into the ally that we needed, unfortunately. But here we are. We got this. I'm like half focusing on this, half focusing on custom Marvel Champions hero I'm making. Wait, what's that? Yeah, right. What hero are you making? 3, 6. Orphan, Gondorian Shield, Healer, Glorfindel, Island Imperil, and the Shield. Okay, we'll go Shield here. I guess we'll pass out money first. Do all of that. And we draw a card. Into Ninja! Nice! Let's go. Okay, so we're going to play the Shield there. Spend 1 to play Ninja. Spend 1 to play the Shield. And I think we're just losing that resource, unfortunately. We don't have an ally again. But we do have a Baragon that can... I think we use... I just said that we're not going to use... we're not going to drop Ninja, but I don't think we use it. Let's use this to reduce our threat and draw a card into Light of Valinor. We'll use Light of Valinor to play on Celeborn. There we go. Nice. Now we don't have a resource that they can steal, and we feel a little bit better about our life. Sonic characters. Oh, that's cool. That's fun. Let's quest for 3. We're showing 4. Flip into exhaust each character with 1 defense or less. Okay. So we increase our threat by 1. We'll engage here. We're not traveling. I'm going to block with Baragon. 3, no shadow effect. And we don't have anything to swing back with. But we'll stand up. Increase threat. Draw into Steward of Gondor. Alrighty, okay. Pass out money. We don't have any attack. We don't have any damage dealing capabilities. That's the tough part here. Let's use Galadriel to reduce threat and draw into an archer. Next turn, looking at other Sylvan heroes you could possibly run, I think Thardriel might be the first Sylvan ally Rush Swarm. However, he's in the next player. Oh, okay, yeah. Low threat with the ability to play Sylvan allies without. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Nice, that'd be cool. We'll quest for 3 against 2. Okay, we take 0. Umbar Raider is going to attack. We'll defend with Baragon. He's going to attack for 3. It's +2, so we still don't take any damage. We're going to have to pass a resource off to him, which will be Baragon. Okay. Increase our threat. Draw into Island Imperils. Stand up. Pass out money. I think this is about to be where we start to be a little bit okay. We'll spend 2 to play Steward of Gondor on Galadriel. We'll spend 2 to play Galadriel Healer, which doesn't do anything, but it is a blocker. Yeah, we just need money. Or we need attackers. Which is unfortunate because we just don't have any. Shoot. I'm not going to use... No, I am. Yeah, I don't know how to actually deal damage to him. I think that's where... I'm trying to figure out who can replace Baragon. Tactics, I feel like, is the sphere that's most weirdly situational unless you learn a full tactics deck, such as Rohan archetype, attack enemies in this stage. Yeah. I'm wondering... I feel like... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we can swap out attack. We can swap out Baragon with a high attack. I feel like we need like almost like Bjorn. Like we could just run Bjorn, drop all of the. Do we do that? We run Bjorn. That could work. "12 threat. Cannot have attachment. Immune to player card effects. It does not exhaust to defend. 10 health." I mean, like, at this point, like, why not, right? Let's just try it. Because we got rid of all of our attack power. We played ourselves. And that's going to allow us to drop all of our attachment upgrades, which means that we don't need to draw into them early. And if we don't need to draw into them early, then we can be a little bit more, you know, ruthless on what we mulligan. I also feel like Legolas probably doesn't need to be in the deck with Galadriel, because we have a little bit of card draw already. So we go 2, 4, 6, 7, and we run just more. We just add allies. I think we just add all the Sylvan allies. Does Sentinel and Range have an alternate effect when playing solo? No, they don't, unfortunately. They're just there. Go with another archer. I feel like that's not. Just looking for more Sylvan. Let's grab Luring Guides. So I feel like Luring Guides can help with some of the. I mean, not this one specifically, but some of the other. Northern Track. Man, I wish they were Sylvan. I wish Northern Trackers were Sylvan. I feel like we probably want. What is that card? The Fortune or Fate? We got 2, 4, 6, 7. We got 3 there. Fortune or Fate. Choose a hero. Any players. Put that hero back in. Yeah. Grab 2 copies of those. I said 7, right? 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. So 2 more. And I think they have to be Sylvan. Dude, a Mirkwood runner is wild. Well, I guess, like... Never mind. It doesn't really work that way. Mirkwood, yeah. Gladrum, Minstrel. Interest play, search top 5 cards for an event card and add it to your hand. Yeah. The event cards are tough. Maybe not the... What if we just go Faint? What if we just grab Faints and call it a day? Those are... No, I think I need Sylvan. Sylvan Tracker. After a Sylvan character is ready during the refresh phase, heal 1 damage. Let's try Sylvan Tracker. Cool. Alrighty, let's have fun with Bjorn. Bjorn is crazy, chaotic, but in a good way. I think this will have to be the last game for us today. So we have to unbox something. We are starting with a pretty high threat at 32. Did I take out? Oh, wrong one. Yeah, starting with these raiders are tough. The other way to do it is to just go super low threat, like I was saying with hobbits, just not engage the raiders and keep our threat really low and use that time to build. I guess that could work. But like there's so many low threat, we'd have to keep our threat really, really low. Orphan, Handmaiden, Gondor, Orphan, Ninth Guide, and Glorfindel. That's going to be a scoop. I've been really enjoying the Light of Valinor drop, like turn 1 drops. 3, 6. What do we got? Gandalf, Fortune or Fate, Ninya, Olorian, Guide, and Elrond's Council. Alrighty, I like that. That's lots of money. Okay, let's use 1 to play Olorian. You can exhaust Olorian to lower the cost of the next Sylvan ally you play this phase by 1. So that's nice. Starting to think two-handed may be the best way to approach the game. I think so, yeah. Otherwise, I'd house roll Sentinel. Let me play Sentinel minions from. I like that. That's a good house roll right there. We'll use 1 to play Ninya on Galadriel. Actually, before we do that, I think what we'll do is use Galadriel, reduce our threat, and draw into Feigned Voices. Then we'll use 1 to play Ninya. And we'll lose that resource, unfortunately. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay. We just not quest. Do we go crazy here? Let's not quest. We're showing 4. Flip into Weather Deck. While it's in the staging area, each other deck location gains travel. Each player must exhaust a character he controls to travel here. We'll travel there. We increase our start by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good point. Some of the harder quests don't scale down to 1 player very well, but are easier with 2 or more. Yeah. Yeah. This guy's going to engage. We will defend an attack of 3. No shadow effect. We'll take 2 damage. He gets this resource, and then we will swing for 7 to take him out. Boom. Increase our threat at the end of the round. Draw into another Ninya. Okay. think we will use Galadriel to decrease our threat. Draw into Steward. Nice. Okay. Let's Elrond's Council reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, and give Celeborn +1. So we're questing for 4 against 2. Flip into a raid leader, which is a 3, so we increase our threat by 1. With +1 defense, when he engages, you move 1 resource from each of your heroes' resource pools to the raid leader. This is a 3, so we're not engaging him anytime soon. Well, no, I want to get rid of some of these resources. Okay, end of the round, increase threat, draw into Handmaiden, pass out money, and exhaust. Okay. Spend 2 to play Steward on Galadriel. We'll use Steward to give 2 resources here. We will spend 2 to play Galadriel Handmaiden to reduce our threat by 1. We will exhaust Olorian. Spend 2 to play Lorien Guide. Lorien Guide. Heck yeah, actually. Let's go. Cool. That was a big turn for us, I think. Sweet. Okay, so we're showing 5. We're gonna quest for 5 here. We get to place 1 here. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna either trigger Galadriel before or after, depending on what we flip. So we're going 8 to 5. I'm gonna flip into, place 1 resource on each raider enemy in play. Each engaged ship enemy makes an immediate attack. So we get a resource there. That's so dumb. And then we're surges into Corsair Infiltrator. When it attacks, you deal 1 additional shadow card for each resource on it. Okay. So we show 7. We quested for 8. We'll place 1 here. We're not going to engage this, but we will use Galadriel at this point to reduce our threat and draw into a tracker. We'll engage here. We'll feigned voices to pop the Handmaiden back, and it will not attack. Then we will swing back and take it out with Bjorn. Okay. Stand up. Increase threat. Draw into Orofin. Okay. We'll pass out money. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna spend 3, 4, 5 to play Gandalf. And I think so we have an attack of 9. He's going to have a defense of 2. So this can take him out. So instead of dealing damage here, do we draw cards? That'd be wild, right? Drawing cards would be insane. Also, these guys need, I think, 2. I think this is our 3rd turn. It's definitely not. It's definitely more than that. It's our 4th turn. We may reduce our threat. We'll draw 3 cards. Steward of Gondor, Archer, Unexpected Courage. Okay. Interesting. We'll spend 2 from Galadriel to play Unexpected Courage. We'll use Unexpected Courage, reduce our threat, and draw into a refugee. We'll go ahead and use Olorian to play Sylvan Refugee. We're not going to do that yet. We don't need to do that. Because we're going to quest out. We're going to be fine on questing power. Gandalf's going to leave. Or do we want to block with the refugee? We probably want to block with the refugee, right? Yeah. We'll go ahead and go Olorian. So we'll go ahead and just quest here for 1. This clears. So now all we have to do is how many events? We have 1 event. We're losing this event regardless. So I wonder if this is now, if this is a good time to go here. It potentially is. Right, we're going to get Captain Side here. We have a block, and a block. Or do we wait 1 turn to deal with the raid leader? I think we have to deal with the raid leader. Okay. So we'll quest for 4 plus 3 is 7. We're showing 5. 8. I'm going to flip. Exhaust each character with 1 or less defense. That's a bummer. Okay. So we don't increase threat. We will choose to optionally engage the raid leader now. We have no resources to pass to him, so we're good. If we attack for 7, that is enough. So we'll block with Gandalf on this attack of 5. Discard an attachment you control. That'll be Ninya. We have another one in our hand. And then we'll swing back and take out the raid leader. Feeling pretty good about this one, actually. So let's increase threat. Do all of our stuff. We'll draw into Elrond's Council. Gandalf leaves play, which means Sylvan Refugee leaves play. 1. We get 3 here. We get 1 there. Okay, let's go Handmaiden to play here. I'll reduce our threat by 1. Let's spend 1 over here. Nope, just kidding. We're going to spend it from Galadriel to get Ninya back on the table. We're not going to use Galadriel and Ninya quite yet. Bjorn has to exhaust. Oh, shoot. Okay, so because it's 1 or less. So we're just not engage him, I guess. Yeah, we'll just not engage him, and then nothing happens, right? That's so dumb. Okay, well, so he's still up there. We'll just continue on to hang out. Thank you. Shoot. We got Galadriel, we got Ninya. So we're not going to engage there, so we might as well reduce threat, draw a card, into another Elrond's Council. Alrighty. We have to play these. Well, Olorian, spend this resource to play the Archer. He will have 8. So we can attack with these 2 and be okay. Hey, Canadian Mustache, how's it going? We'll play 2 Elrond's Councils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll give +2 to the Handmaiden. So we got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, just kidding. 1. We're showing 5. We'll go 1, 2, 3. We won't. We'll go with 5, knowing that we have Nina and Galadriel. Flip into a 4 castle deck. After you travel to the deck, searching counter deck and discard pile for an enemy and reveal it. Shuffling counter deck. Okay. Well, Nina and Galadriel. So we don't increase our threat. Now we will engage here. We'll move this resource over here. I played this quest a few days ago and into the game with 49 threat and 23 allies on the board. Oh, geez. So I'm not running enough allies. It's attacking for 5. Ugh. Oh, this also has a damage on it. The archer. Do we block with the... I feel like we block with the archer. Then we attack. We effectively need to do 7. So here's 5. Yeah, so we'll block with the archer. Shadow, exhaust a character you control. That'll be the Lorien Guide. And then we will attack back and take this guy out. Okay. Stand up. Increase our threat. Draw into Feigned Voices. Let's go. Nope, we have to lose Feigned Voices. Just kidding. The discarding all events is so dumb. All right, let's pass out money. Okay, let's spend. Let's exhaust Olorian. Actually, let's Galadriel. Draw a card. Reduce our threat. I think this is the time that we have to take these guys. Right, so if we can take them. She's getting +2. We can toss like a handmaiden out in front of them. And we have a orphan drop next turn. So that could get us our ball rolling again. I think I would rather play the handmaiden next turn. So let's go ahead and spend 3 to drop a... Actually, let's use a Lorien. Spend 2 to drop a Sylvan tracker. We have 2 blockers. So we may take this attack of 6 on Bjorn. And then we can attack. I think next turn is our big push. And so we want to block with our low. Tough. There's so many resources. I think we're going to take a huge hit to our threat here. So we don't need a low threat right now. Yeah. So let's go ahead and quest for 5, 6 with the Sylvan Tracker. It's going to be showing 6. Flip into the cargo hold. Each enemy gets +1 defense while it's the active location. We're going to engage here. These guys will engage us. We'll discard these 2, which will give her +2. Okay. So right now this is 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. They really don't like to make it happen. They really don't want to give up their boat. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and block with... We'll block here with Bjorn. Till the end of the attacking phase, they get +2 defense. That's frustrating. So we take 5 damage here. Okay. I think we block with the Lorien Guide here. Oh, and he gets +2. Block with the Lorien Guide. No shadow effect. Lorien Guide is uber dead. Now we're going to attack for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that does 6 damage here. Okay. Let's stand up. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Draw into Fortune or Fate. That's actually huge because we can just knock Bjorn out and be okay with it. That's really nice. We're increasing our threat. Passing out money. Beast Snow closing in on 2 years. Lord of the Rings. Oh, thank you so very much for this subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you. How's it going? Okay. We need to quest like crazy. Let's do this. Olorian, Celeborn to play Orphan. Orphan is going to go grab us Sylvan Refugee. Beast Snow in the house. Spend 1 to play the Sylvan Refugee. We'll spend 2 to play a Handmaiden. Reduce our threat by 1. We got a lot of questing here. Let's actually, I guess before playing the Handmaiden, we'll reduce our threat and draw into a Island in Perils. Okay. Interesting. That's fine. I'm still happy with what we did. Okay. I have to play less Pokemon Go and more LCG. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna quest for 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. That puts us at 19. We're showing 5. Flip into a 4, of course we do. While it's the active location, deal each enemy a shadow card. So we go 9. So that puts 10 progress here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It currently has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're good. We actually do clear this. That's huge. So that's in the victory display. And we place 1 progress here. So now we just have to push through that so we can take them on. But I think we can probably do that. I don't think I'm traveling. I could travel here. Yeah, we'll travel to the cargo hold. While it's the active location, each enemy gets +1. No, we're not. We're just... It's the same. It's the same. We have to quest 2 either way. And... Oh, we lost our Lorien Guide. Never mind. Living the Dream Chaser. Nice. Okay. We're going to... block the Sylvan Refugee here. Be a lot enough to take out the refugee. And we got a 6 attack. We'll block the 6 attack with the archer. It's going to be 6. The attacking enemy is a raider. Place 2 resources on it. And then it gets 4 more resources. Okay. Increase our threat. We'll stand up. So we're at 27. That's fine. We just need we need a big quest turn again, because once we quest and we get these, I think we feel a little bit better, but I also have not played this far into the quest. We got Gandalf. That's our money. We'll play Island in Perils to pop Galadriel Handmaiden back to our hand. Reduce our threat by 1/2. We'll use 1 and Olorian to play the Handmaiden. Reduce our threat by 1. I'm going to spend 3, 4, 5 to play Gandalf. We'll draw 3 cards. Orphan, Glorfindel, nice. And Olorian Guide, beautiful. Let's go ahead and Galadriel, reduce our threat, draw into the Tree People. I think we're gonna chill here. So we're showing 7, 9. We need to quest for 12 minimum. Minimum 12. So let's go 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna keep Celeborn out of it, actually, because we have Galadriel. Shuffle this up, put an acceleration token on the main scheme. Wait. Okay. Flip into an Umbar Raider. Hey, we actually don't have to engage. That's kind of funny. Okay, so that's 2, 5, 9. We quested for 12. So we place 3. We'll Ninja Galadriel to clear here and clear here. Woo! Sahir and Miss N prove to be worthy adversaries, but before you can finish the fight, the entire ship starts to shudder and shake violently. The battle stops as both parties looks about startled. All of a sudden, tentacle arms burst forth from all around the Stormcaller, grabbing a hold of the deck and mast, punching through the whole of the ship. Deadly spiked arms lash about at friend and foe alike. Then the entire ship creaks, slowly crushed by the arms of giant sea beasts. The coasters lock eyes with you, and you nod in a silent truce. Flip Captain Sahir and Miss N to their objective sides, removing all tokens from them. They're apparently no longer angry. Searching encounter deck, discard pile, and play areas for all the encounter cards from the Coaster Raiders encounter set. Oh wait, I thought the acceleration token. No. I guess we would not have had to engage the Coaster Raider regardless, so that's fine. Okay. Remove each of those cards from the game. Add the Thing in the Depths to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and the previously set aside Thing in the Deck encountered set into the encounter deck. Advance to stage 3. Okay, so the Thing in the Depths is immune to player card effects, cannot be engaged, gets +3 hit points per player. And then when a creature enemy is destroyed, deal damage to the Thing in the Depths equal to that enemy's threat. Okay. Advance to stage 3. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until X tentacle enemies are discarded, where X is one more than the number of players in the game. Resolve the grapple keyword on each of those enemies. Oh, okay, so we don't actually even get them. We just get the grapple. Okay. Grapple, lowest printed threat. The end of the combat phase. No, so this attaches here. So now that's 5. Grapple, lowest printed quest points. Okay. During the travel phase, the players may travel to a location in the staging area even if another location is currently active. If they do, return the currently active location to the staging area. At the end of the round, if the total threat of any one ship objective is 9 or higher, the Stormcaller is destroyed, the players lose the game. When the thing in the depths is destroyed, players win the game. I think we're going to travel here. While it's the active location, deal each enemy an additional shadow card. Okay. We also have Miss N. The last player gains control. When she is attacking or defending, spend 1 resource to give her +1 or +2/+2 for the attack. You can spend 1 resource from a hero you control to place 1 resource on her. Limit once per round. And then Captain Sahir is kind of the same thing. He gains +1/+1 for each resource on him, max +6. Spend a resource from a hero you control to place a resource on him. So we're going to spend 1 and 1. Start pumping these guys up. Gandalf leaves play at the end of the round. Stand up, increase our threats. I guess you get to come here and be in the ally lineup now. Okay. Draw into Island and Perils. Nice. Let's pass out some money. 1, 3, and 1. Let's go tree people to pop a Handmaiden back to our hand to search the top 5 cards of our deck for a Sylvan ally and put it into play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go to the ninth guide. After she enters play, choose a hero. We're going to choose Celeborn. We don't exhaust a quest. I apologize if you've already said this, but do you remember what your next 2-handed Lord of the Rings progressions video? I'm so glad that you enjoyed them. I'm hoping next week. So kind of my life right now looks like I have today and tomorrow to pretty much do the rest of my content for the remainder of this week and next week because I'm out next week. And based on kind of how that enters, I have a couple of things I have to do for like my job. So I have to do that. And I have a 2-handed Marvel Champions game that I have to do. And then Lord of the Rings. So I'm hoping to do Lord of the Rings. I'm hoping to get Lord of the Rings in for next week. That's the goal, at least. Let's use Lorien and 2 here to play the Lorien guide. Let's spend 1 and 1 to go 2 and 2. Glorfindel would be really good to get out. Let's Unexpected Courage, reduce our threat, draw into Gandalf. Gandalf! Okay. So we have 5, 7 showing. Let's go ahead and quest with Lorien Guide for 2. We'll place 1 here. 1, 2. You need to put the enemy under the active location in it to... Wait, what? Maybe I don't understand how grapple works. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. So when I travel here, I don't quite know how to retcon this. So this engages us. And we're taking a 4 attack. We'll just take it here, I guess. Maybe 4. We'll just knock her out because I don't know. I don't quite know how to retcon that. I guess we can attack with our friends here to take it out, though. So that's nice. We'll deal 1 damage. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I totally missed that's how grapple works. Oh, okay. So that's why you want to switch them so much. Cool. Okay, that works. Cool. So we're going 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's showing 9 to our 7. And we have Galadriel. So we're going to flip into Forecastle deck. After you travel to Forecastle deck, search the encounter deck and discard power for an enemy and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck. Okay. So that's 5, 8. We quested for 9. We'll go ahead and Ninja Galadriel to clear this. Then we'll travel here, which will pop this guy out. At the end of the combat phase, if it's engaged with you, deal 3 damage to a character you control. Ooh, it has a lot of attack. Yikes. We do have to engage it. That's fine. We'll engage here. It's attacking for 5. We'll block with the guide. We have 5. Exhaust a character you control. Lorien Guide. And Ninth Guide is GG's. So we'll attack for 5, 6, 7. Enough there. And deal 3 damage to the thing in the depths. Okay. We'll increase our threat and stand up. Oh, we have to find a enemy. I want another one of those. It's a search the encounter deck and discard pile. Another one of those bad boys. So those are, I don't think are too bad. A 23 threat. Yeah. Okay. Nice. I like that. Being able to grab that. And then next time we can grab it again. Because we can easily deal the damage. That's not too bad. Sweet. So we've exhausted. Increase. Actually, we're at 24. Feigned voices. Ooh, that's nice. And money. Everyone likes money. Let's use Galadriel. Decrease and draw into a ninth guide. That's nice. We'll use Olorian here for ninth guide. We'll choose Celeborn, doesn't have to exhaust. We will spend 1 here and 1 here to pump our friends up. So we're basically teaming up with our enemy to yeah, exactly, yeah. This means that we can drop Glorfindel next turn. if we wanted to. Yeah, okay. We'll go 1 for here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we have Galadriel. We're showing 7. We'll go 1, 2 for Orphan. Put this at 11. Flip into when revealed, discard the top 3 cards in the encounter deck. Resolve the grapple keyword on each enemy discarded by this effect. That could be lethal. Nope. Yes. Highest printed. And no. Good. Yeah, that's a game-ending card right there. Because if we dropped another grapple, we would have lost the game. That would have been very sad. Okay, so we're showing 5. We quested for 11, so this clears. We're going to travel here. Actually, does grapple... Yeah, okay. Ooh, that was close. Okay. When he attacks, the engaged player must exhaust the character he controls. Okay, we'll engage both of these. Let's go Feigned Voices to return Lorien Guide to our hand. And we will not have this one attack. We'll block the Ninth Guide here. So 5. Assign damage among characters you control equal to the number of enemies grappled with locations in this area. So 0. Oh, so we don't assign damage, right? Assign damage among characters you control equal to... Oh, no, this is just a additional effect. So Ninth Guide dies. Then this is discarded. We want to take this one out. So we will attack for 5, 7, 8. This one will get knocked out. Oh, also when we... Oh, shoot. When we traveled there, there's so much happening in this quest. We want to get another one, which will also be engaged with us. And... we're actually going to have this one not attack. We'll take the 2, 4... There's 6, 7. No, so that doesn't work. We're not going to... Oh, shoot. Ugh, that hurts. We will have not blocked with... Or we will not have attacked with the tracker. We will have attacked with... Yeah. Natasha. Yeah, her. Then we will block this attack. No, it will still be that. We'll block this attack with the tracker. It's +2, so it dies. And then bad things happen. Deal 3 damage to a character you control. That'll be Galadriel. We did take out 1, so we deal 3 damage here, though. So 2, 4, 6, 7. It has 11 attack. We have a Gandalf, so we can, like, knock this guy out. Okay. We'll stand up. Draw into Light of Valinor. Well, that's nice to have. Okay. Okay, I think I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Gandalf to deal 4 damage here, which will deal 2 damage here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So if we take this guy out, we win. I just noticed the Twitch subscription icon is Iron Man gaining his suit. Oh yeah. So the longer you're around. Did you search for the enemy? Yeah, I killed one and I got one. Yeah, because I knocked one of them out and then I got the same one back. Yeah. We'll use Olorian. Actually, let's use here. Reduce our threat. Draw into the tree people. Interesting. Probably not worth it. We can take a hit to our threat here and just not quest. I mean, Gandalf can quest, but like... we just need to kill this guy and we're good. So let's go 2 with an Olorian to play Lorien Guide. Let's spend 1 to play Light of Valinor. We'll quest for 6. Showing 2. The Thing in the Depths. Attach each player in turn order from the staging area. Deal and resolve a shadow card for each attack. It's a 5 attack. Block with the Lorien Guide. After this attack, put Giant Arm into play, engage with the player, and deal it a shadow card or resolve its grapple keyword. Well, we'll resolve its grapple keyword. It just goes in the staging area. Lorien Guide is done. Okay. We quested for 4. We're showing 3, so we'll place 1 here. This one will engage us because we don't have a choice. It's kind of crazy awesome that this game is still getting new cards. I think they're all like reprinted cards at this point, but yeah. Okay, deal out shadow cards. We will... okay, we have to deal 8 damage here. This is enough, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. So as long as she survives, we're good. So let's go ahead and block with Gandalf here. No shadow effect. Okay. 2 damage. I think we take this one undefended. I actually don't think it matters. So we'll block with Bjorn. So no shadow effect, but enough to take Bjorn out. And then we will spend 3 and attack for 8 here, which will deal the final 3 damage there. Woo! Yeah, once you get through that first stage, it gets pretty nice, actually. Sylvans do it again. Sylvans do it. Well, I guess we got a couple of Noldors in here as well. But yeah, sweet. Alrighty, let's do some unboxings. Let's go ahead and unbox the thing, or the Temple of the Deceived. That's going to be our first unboxing, and then we'll unbox probably the Elves of Lorien. The article for the next repackage says, oh, they're doing new cards. Yeah, they're doing like a campaign mode. Good call. Yes, you're right. Yes. GG. Woo, let's go. Alrighty, I'm going to be right back. I'll see y'all very soon. We'll get some new cards, new to us cards. How about that?